Okay, y'all, just drop whatever you're doing and turn up your radio, 'cause it's time for BodyLove. Here's what happened last time.
There's nothing more they can do for Miles, but his heart, lungs, and kidneys could save the lives of other people.
So you're talking about cutting him up into little pieces and putting parts of him into little freezers and flying them off God knows where.
I couldn't hear him, but I could see he was saying, "I love you." And I said, "I love you too." But he was already gone.
His organs? Is that what all this fuss is about? Because that's an easy one. No. The answer is a plain and simple no. Got it?
Now wait just a minute here. Not only did nobody ask you, and not only do you have no business butting
The
in.
answer is no. And I'll tell you why.
You got no business telling me anything. This is for me and Roz to decide. And it's already bad enough that I come up here to find out that your daughter has barged on into Rosalind's room after I looked her right in the eye and told her not to.
Fidelia, your sister woke up and was all alone in there, and you were nowhere around. So what else do you think my daughter was gonna do?
Yeah, well, I'm going in there now to find out what your daughter did do. Okay, Roz, how much has she told you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you? Wait a minute, how are you? What did you do to yourself?
Huh? Oh, my head. Yeah, I keep forgetting I'm all bandaged up. I just fell. Fell at BodyLove because everything there is such a mess.
I thought you fell because you didn't keep track of your blood sugar.
Nessa, I don't have time to argue with you. I gotta talk with my sister and I gotta do it now.
Now? Has something else happened?
I gotta talk to my sister alone.
I'll be right outside, Roz.
So I guess she told you.
About Miles? I already knew.
What?
I knew before I even woke up. I saw him. While I was under, I saw Miles floating away from me. When I woke up, I knew he was...
Yeah, well, there's something about that we gotta discuss. And, I don't think this is gonna be easy.
Wait now, what floor is this?
This is the right floor, Saul. Now come on.
No, look, Maya. Look, here's the waiting room with nobody in it. We're on the wrong floor.
We're on the right floor. If Mom and the rest aren't in here, it's just because they're somewhere else.
Okay, so they'll be in Miss Rosalind's room, right?
Right? So let's go. This way.
Maya, it's back this way.
Saul?
You go that way if you want.
Oh.
I'm going the way I know is right. Tired of having to drag her everywhere anyway. If she just let me do some things my own way, they get done a lot Hey, that looks like... Hey, Kevron, what's up? What's happening, man?
Saul,
what's
my
going
man.
on?
Hey, figure I see you sooner or later.
Yeah.
It's been a big day for one and all. Hey, my dear old dad has survived his surgery. And,
So he was awake? You got to talk to him?
Yeah, he was awake, but he and my mother were staring into each other's eyes when I peeked in, so I decided to take a rain check on the Love Fest. But listen to this, man. Here's the big news. That producer I told you about, he listened to my demo, and now he's signing me to a big fat contract.
Oh, right. All right, then. Okay.
Yeah, she may touch my hand. I promise I will try to remember your name after I reach the top.
Yeah, that's all great, man, but what are you doing roaming the halls? I mean, are you planning on going back to your dad's room?
Son, you cut me to the quick. If you want to go be the angel on somebody's shoulder, go try that mess on Sonny. He's the one who's wandered off somewhere.
Sonny was here? You saw him here?
He followed me over here in his own car, straight over from Waxy's.
Waxy's? You mean that bar down on 5th?
I don't want to shock you, but yeah, Sonny was in the bar.
Hey, tell me he wasn't drinking. tell me that.
Look, man, just because he's got a little drinking problem doesn't mean he can't have just one.
Just one? Kevron, you didn't stop him?
He was celebrating the next great recording artist.
You should have stopped him. You shouldn't have let him buy a drink.
Listen, he didn't buy it. I did.
You bought him the drink?
I told you, it was a celebration. He was the only person in the room not drinking.
Look, Sonny has a disease. Giving a drink to an alcoholic, that's like trying to put out a fire by pouring gas on it. They told us at the AA meetings that if you...
Yeah, AA meetings, right, man. You bought their whole line. They spew it out and you just lap it up. Look, your dad is gonna drink. That's how it is. Because he is a drinker. That's
Listen,
who he
you
is.
little piece...
Hey!
Hey, man,
Let's just keep our hands to ourselves,
chill out,
all right?
man.
Just stay away from me if you can't control your passions.
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find Sonny, all right? And I'm gonna make sure he's all right. And I'm gonna find him if I have to drive all over this city.
Oh, yeah? I bet Maya still got the car keys.
I know she does. That's why you're gonna do the driving.
Oh, Lord, what happened? Fidelia threw you out?
Mama, I was having a great talk with Rosalind. Fidelia just came in and she...
Do you know why she went in there? To get Rosalind's permission for that organ donation mess. That ambulance guy went down to make sure everything's all ready. I mean, they are about to go ahead with this thing no matter what.
I know how you feel about this, Mama, but I just can't be caught up in it. This has all been too much for me already.
Baby, sometimes in life you gotta just stand tall and let people know. Ain't that Maya coming here?
Where? Oh, Maya. What are you doing here?
Nothing's wrong with TJ, is it?
No, ma'am. He's next door at Miss Wilson's. But when we heard about Miles and then Fidelia got hurt, Saul and I figured we ought to be here. Only now Saul's gone off somewhere. But what? You both look upset. They're talking about doing an organ donation. You know, Miles would have wanted... Oh, but... So they're saying there's no hope?
That is what they're saying. I just had an idea. They can't make a move without permission from Miles' family. So his wife gets a say in this, and so does his sister-in-law. But so would his daughter.
Mama! His daughter?
I just think that all of his next of kin should have a say about it.
Mama? All of Miles' next of kin are in the room right now.
I'm just saying, if there was ever a time to get this thing straightened out once and for all...
Are you saying Miles and Rosalind had a daughter that none of us knew about? Miles and Rosalind did not have any kids together.
I'm trying to do whatever it takes to stop this doctor from cutting Miles to pieces.
Mama, this is what Miles would have wanted. And Rosalind is going to honor his wishes.
Well, and I'm not just gonna stand here and let this happen.
Stay tuned for more Body Love right after this. And now, back to Body Love.
Okay, Roz. Here it is. Well,
Fidelia, just say it.
a lot harder than I thought. But, I know that right now you probably, need to be, going through the process of accepting, well, But see, the doctors want to know if you want to, donate his organs.
Oh.
Yeah. So you see what I mean?
That's, you're right. That's not an easy thing to think about.
No. I've been trying just about everything to keep from thinking about it.
Fidelia, I don't know. I didn't even get to say goodbye to him. The last time I saw him, Lord, now he's gone.
Well, look, if it's any help, I was just thinking about how he told me back when everybody was getting tested to see who could give you a kidney and who couldn't. He said that since he couldn't be the one to give you that kidney, at least he could give that gift to somebody after he was gone.
You're right. He did say that. And it does help, to remember that he said that. You really are a sweet sister. You know that.
Yeah, well, that's our little secret, right?
Rosalind, we've got to talk.
Mabel, this is not the time.
You hush! Roz, they've had you asleep under that gas and you're not thinking straight, baby. Miles needs to rise up on the day of judgment with a complete body, my lord. And these doctors will let a poor man die if it means that they can get a heart to put in the chest of a rich man.
That is an old myth, and it is just not true. Nobody let Miles die so they could get his organs.
How do you know that? And anyway, you want your husband to go into the next life with a hacked up body? How can you even think of such a thing?
The Bible tells us our bodies will be made over, better than before. You know that.
And anyway, where do you get off coming in here and spouting off about heaven and hell? This is serious.
I don't expect Christian understanding from a
From a what? Go on. You got a name you want to call me, you better go ahead and let it out.
Don't be telling me what to do.
Please. You two, please. Mabel, this is between Fidelia and myself. It is. So I am asking you to step outside while we discuss this alone.
Well, I ain't believing this.
Okay, I parked the famous Impala right over there. And Sonny parked right next to me, so...
Still just can't believe you bought him a drink.
And I can't believe you're still going on about it. Let's just get to my car and go to the nearest bar, because that's where he's gonna be. Only, yeah, here's my car, and in the parking space next to it, nothing but polluted air.
So he could be anywhere in the city.
As I tried to tell you in the first place.
If anything happens to him, I'm holding you responsible, Kevron.
For the 13th time, I am not responsible for your dad, or now that you mention it, for anybody except capital M, little e, me.
Yeah, I get you. Well, you do what you want. I'm going back inside and look for my folks. And if you're not going to see yours, maybe I'll go visit them too. I'm thinking maybe somebody ought to make sure they're okay.
Saul, come back here. Don't just walk. Ugh. All right, I'm coming in too.
Oh, look, Maya, here's Dr. Blair coming. Dr. Blair, I'm Vanessa Love, and this is my daughter, Maya. We're family friends of the Armstrongs, of Rosalind and Miles.
I'm glad to meet you both, and I'm very sorry for your loss.
But is it true some good may still... could Mr. Armstrong's heart really go to somebody who needs one, and his kidneys...
Some of his organs could be life-saving to someone, to several people. But we still need the express consent of his family before we can proceed with any further plans for donation.
Well, maybe this is Fidelia coming out now. Mama?
Well, they sent me out here to tell you the decision. Rosalind says no.
Mama, are you sure?
What? She says she does not want any desecration of Miles's body. And she says, quote, "Tell that doctor to go away and not bother about this anymore." End quote.
Now you better be here again next time to hear what's gonna happen on Body Love.
So, Dr. Ellis, what'll happen to Reverend Higgins now that he's donated a kidney to Roz and he has only one kidney left? Will he ever get back to normal, or will he need to transplant someday?
No, Saul. It's not likely that Reverend Higgins will need a transplant. Being an organ donor places you at no greater risk for organ failure. However, Reverend Higgins will still need to watch his diet and exercise to maintain good health. Reverend Higgins will need to continue to follow up with his doctor for screening purposes as well.
You mean for like hypertension and diabetes?
Exactly,
tests like
Saul.
that? Okay.
Just because Reverend Higgins did not have hypertension or diabetes on his initial screenings, he still may be at risk. Seeing a doctor regularly is just part of a healthy lifestyle routine that should be followed by everyone.
This was Body Love, episode 27, written by the Body Love Writers Group, Lee Shackelford, head writer. The show was recorded and engineered at Boutwell Studios, Jeff McKee, engineer, and directed by Will York. Featured in the cast were Audrey Quinn, Cheryl Hall, Vanessa Anderson, Tina Wilson, Shalithia Williams, James A. McCarty Jr., Jim Whitson, and Will York. Body Love is a project of the University of Alabama at Birmingham School of Public Health in conjunction with the UAB Department of Theater. Lee Shackelford and Yoko Kawamura are producers. Executive producer is Dr. Connie Kohler. Support for the Body Love radio drama project is provided by a matching grant from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, Princeton, New Jersey, along with the Joseph S. Bruno Charitable Foundation, the Community Foundation of Greater Birmingham, and the Carefree Fund of the Community Foundation of Greater Atlanta. Additional support for this episode was provided by the Alabama State Council on the Arts and the National Endowment for the Arts. Find out more about Body Love on our website, www.bodylove.org.